Good morning and welcome to Sacred Enzyme. So today I have a bunch of different things that I want to talk to you about, but one of the things I want to talk to you about is this antique medical device that I'm holding in my hand. And I received this medical device via my husband's grandmother. She actually had a Rife frequency machine in her house, and I would have given my pinky toe to have that, and my husband said if I would have known, I would have brought it to you because you'd have had a field day with it. And he wasn't lying. I mean, could you imagine the good work I could have healed my brother's cancer if I'd have had a Rife frequency machine. No shit. So I want to talk to you about photobiomodulation, and this is an area of study where they've just taken one old word and turned it into another, and it's direct point energy that is introduced by a light wave is basically what it is. And they're doing all kind of studies on it, and the NIH they just published somebody else's work. And this is why I like the NIH, because you've got really good scientists that want to publish their findings, and so they will publish it with the NIH. But the way that I understand it is that when these scientists want to do these publications, and some of these places will insist that they sign over the rights to their work, which, you know, I'm not too fond of that. So a photobiomodulation is just like what I said, and it uses a wavelength within a color spectrum, and then this certain color spectrum is a certain hertz or frequency, and this one right here is violet, and violet is shown to be the most beneficial of all of the colors for healing. Okay, and so how this works is this basically, it affects an array of molecular targets, and it kills bacteria and fungus is one thing, which is interesting, right? It also the blue light gives therapeutic effects because it transfers electrons, and it causes a biochemical change that is transient to healing. It does all kind of things. Inflammation in superficial tissues, promotes wound healing, limits bacterial growth. So I mean, it does a whole lot of things. But the amazing thing is that I've been using this on my broken ankle, and anybody that's following my videos, they know that I just woke up like 5 days ago and fell on top of my foot and broke my ankle. And literally my foot was so bad I couldn't walk on it for days and days, but I kept using this device, and it was getting better and better and better. And today, it hasn't even been a week, I don't think, but today my foot is a normal size. I'm putting weight on it. My ankle's still a little tight, but literally I have so little bruising on my foot. I can't even believe that I did this less than a week ago. I mean, come on. There is some stuff to this machine. And say, I'm going to turn it on. You're not going to be able to see the violet one because it's so bright in here, but you'll be able to hear it. So let me see if I can put a piece of paper behind it. Maybe you can see the violet light coming through it. It's hard to tell. It's just too bright in here. But anyway, you can put it on your body. You can put it on a particular area. My friend and I, my friend who's a doctor, she's an acupuncture doctor, we've been providing some of this healing for people for their third eye via an acupuncture needle, and decalcifies the pineal gland. Also doing it for, wound care. But, there's a different reflexology points that are on your feet, your ankles, legs, your whole body. But especially your feet. And it's really interesting that I've been able to use this device right here twice a day, and then wiping my foot down with 91% alcohol. And that I have achieved a level of healing that's remarkable. And I've even been using it on these cuts on my arm. My arm got tore open, and my knee was I fell on a sisal rug. So it completely ripped up my right knee, and I had a strawberry on there. It was bigger than $50, which today is almost totally gone. I can't even believe it. It was a thick scab. It was bad. It was bleeding and everything. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's going to take a month for this thing to go away. Literally today, I got up, took a shower, and this scab is almost gone. And my foot has very little bruising on it now. Originally, a week ago, it looked like I put a dark purple sock on and wet it. And then all of the color stayed to my skin. And it looked like I had a completely purple foot, dark purple, big bruise. And I'm just telling you that these new discoveries of old types of healing devices, they're the way of the future, friends. This is the way of the future. It's all about frequency. Just like Tesla said, that when you master the frequencies of the universe, and it's in the numbers 3, 6, and 9, that you will unlock everything. And he's right. He's right, folks. He's right. So, you know, these are not quack machines. The violet ray is not a quack machine. The right frequency machine was not a quack machine. Okay? Cymatic healing, all this stuff is real. It's real. It's just the medical establishment does not want to give up their tenure. And, you know, they've been lining their pockets with pharmaceuticals for so long and keeping people in a constant state of brain fog that, you know, everybody's at odds. But it's time to start healing. We got to start bringing all of these old devices back into use. You know, and if you have one of these in your family, you need to make sure you hold on to it, because these are few and far between. Now, they're remaking the same old thing, but if something's not broke, why fix it? Right? That's the way I look at it. Just like, you know, a lot of things were way, way better in the past. Cars were better in the past. You know, it's going to be, if we have our power grid goes down, we're going to be stuck with a bunch of cars you can't even start. You know what I mean? So the old things were definitely made out of better stuff. And this is one example right here of how a device that just magnifies a light wave that can penetrate into your body, and it can alter the molecular structure and loosen energy that has been compacted and stored in areas because of traumatic injuries. So, what do you think of this thing? Do you think it's a quack device? Or maybe the reason that I broke my foot, which was a freak thing, was just so that I could use this device and heal myself. And I could be my own testimony to the fact that after a week, I am walking on a broken ankle and I have no cast on it today. I've been wearing a boot cast intermittently, and it bothers me more than it helps me. It hurts my ankle bone. But I'll tell you what, this thing is fantastic. It is fantastic. And I've been using this on my dog too. When I plug this thing in, he comes over to me wagging his tail because he wants me to do it on his hip. He has a deformed ankle bone, and so it causes his hip to be stiff. And he'll just wag his tail the whole time I do it. And he'll wag his tail. It feels so good. And then afterwards, he's just all rejuvenated. But this thing does stimulate your vagal nerve. It gives you, it's like charging your battery. It's like charging your battery. After you do this on your third eye here, and you charge that pineal, that decalcify that pineal gland, but also you're giving a charge to your vagal nerve system. And it really gives you a nice feeling of energy and euphoria. So what do you think of the violet ray? Would you use it? Would you be willing to try it? Would you be willing to step away from all of your thoughts and opinions that you've been brainwashed with since birth? That you can't heal yourself, that you need somebody else to heal you? It's not the truth, my friends. It's not the truth. All the healing happens right in here. It's all with you. It's just how are you going to bring the proper nutrients into your body to work all of this machine the way that it should for vitality? That's the question. That's the question. Are we willing to do it? Are we willing to do the work? Are we willing to come here and resist the temptations of all of the carnal pleasures of this world? Moderation. So with that, thanks for spending 9 minutes here and listening to me ramble on about how I think that this device right here is an amazing rediscovery. And I'm so grateful that I got this from my family. And I hope that it lasts a long time and that we're able to help a lot of people get better. So thanks for watching Sacred Enzyme. And when you come looking for me, I'll be here, because we're living in the past, the present, and the future, all at the same time. So have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.